Hello again. Well, sitting in my truck, thinking a lot on my mind, and all gonna come out. Talking about my childhood, grew up with a great family. Mom and dad always took care of us, did the right thing, went to parties, had birthdays. All can I say? It was a loving family, still a loving family as we're growing older. But from the beginning, we went to Catholic school. Let's talk about that. First grade, second grade, third grade, all the way up to 8th grade, Catholic school. I'm sure many of you went to Catholic school, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Each and every person had their own experience, though. Let me tell you about mine. In first grade, I can remember meeting my first best friend. Another Staten Island kid. Grew up actually living behind my grandmother, but didn't meet him until the first grade. So, how I met him? Well, we would gather in the schoolyard, as I can remember. Now, nobody knew each other. Some did because they went to preschool or whatever you want to call it today. So mostly, all the kids stuck to themselves. I recall, as much as I remember, that I was by myself in a corner. Just before school started, we had a gathering. The nuns rallying us up like cattle. The teacher was not a nun, she was actually a civilian. So was the first grade. First grade and second grade teachers at that school at that time, probably in the late 70s. I was born in 69, so maybe it was 75, 76 or something like that. Anyway, I recall finding a little spring, playing with a little spring. Where the spring came from, I don't know. What it was doing there, I have no idea. And plus, it was many, many years ago. Put it this way, I'm 50 now. I was 6 years old. Vaguely remember things, though there are some things that stick out in my mind. Well, I remember the whistle blowing. We all had to get in line. It had to be size order. Of course, it's size order. Girls on one side, boys on another side, and we go into class. Well, the next thing I remember is recess. Well, I remember going to recess. This sticks out in my mind. Going to recess, I see a kid playing with my spring. Well, I remember. Didn't know this kid from Adam. I walk over to him and say, "Hey, you, that's my spring." He says, "No, that's my spring. I found it." Two kids, two 6-year-olds. Well, I start pulling a spring. He starts pulling a spring. And here it starts. I pulled the spring. I hit him in the face with the spring. 6-year-old. How do I learn this? How does a 6-year-old learn this? I whack him in the face with the spring. He punches me in the lip. Well, after the fact, me and him were best friends for years. The teachers and the nuns came over. What happened? We don't know. Right there. Two best friends. Johnny Viggs. Me and Johnny Viggs went through all Catholic school together. My pal John. Ah, what a time we had. The nuns, relentless. Anybody that went to Catholic school in the 60s, 70s, and maybe even the 80s knows exactly what we're talking about. Well, the second grade was a civilian. No habit, no hat, no nothing. Catholic school was in order. We had to go to church. They played on your guilt, let's say. Hey, look, if you're going to get offended about religion, it's too bad. I'm telling you my experience. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad, turn the thing off. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm going to skip to the 3rd grade. The 3rd grade teacher was Sister Catherine. Well, you know something? She was short, shaped like a barrel, mean as a snake. Mean as a snake. When I tell you, she used to scream. She used to get so mad. Me and Johnny Viggs, obviously, we were the class clowns. That's how it was. We were the class clowns. We sat in the back, and she used to be writing on the board, and she'd turn around, and me and Johnny would be laughing and chuckling about who knows what, passing a note or whatever, and she would scream, "Ooh, Malala and Figurino, come on!" She used to get so pissed off. One footstep, it felt like, from the back all the way to the front, like this, and she's standing in front of us, and said, "Malala, I can't believe you disrespecting me like this," and she's a bang on the head. "Wooden heads, you two are wooden heads. Get back to your seat." We used to go back to our seat. Hold on one second. Go back to our seat. And she used to walk by. Walking. Well, we would be talking and chuckling, and then she used to go like this and pull it back of her head right here. It would hurt like hell. Like that. But she would do it to all the boys that were a little out of line. Me and Johnny, we had a great time. But, well, after a couple of weeks, guess what? We got crew cuts. Yeah, crew cuts. She couldn't pull no more. Well, after that, it was Noogie Central. Noogies. Walk over. Noogies. You two are wooden heads. Wooden heads. Well, she was so mean and frustrated. I couldn't believe it. And then we had the sister, the principal, right? I don't even remember her name, but she used to come in like the Nazi head of the commander, like this. And she was about 150 years old. She used to walk in like this, and everybody said, like that. And you know something? This old son of a bitch, she used to come with a paddle. She used to line us up out in the hallway and whack you right in your fucking ass. Whack. That you were bad. Now, today, you know how that would go. Well, anyway, that was some of my experience with Catholic school. So, when I go to church or Catholic school, I'm pretty much, terrorized. They terrorize us. Well, I'm going to go now. I have some more to tell you soon. You have a good day. It's Sunday. It's hot out. I'm going to go in the pool with my granddaughter. Bye.